Good morning, good evening, good night, Eagle MMA family. These UFC fighters are Moggers.
Thoughts on injuries, especially knee growths?
So let's get right into this, starting with some mogging criteria. Are you a mogger? Starting off with number one of are you a mogger? Are you an AMOG? Now, AMOG is an acronym for alpha male of the group. Now, this basically means you are the leader, you lead the entire group, they all follow what you say. Number two on are you a mogger is mewing. Do you mew, and how often do you mew? Now, unfortunately, I did have to break my mewing streak just to record this video, so that puts into perspective, how much I'm giving up just to be an MMA YouTuber. Number three, do you looks max? Now, mewing is technically part of looks maxing, but looks maxing is a broad spectrum. Mewing is a more specific, direct part of mogging. Looks maxing is an entire general, thing. Do you bone crush? Do you gushu? All of that. Number four on this list is Riz. Do you have unspoken Riz? Now, what this basically means is, can you pull chicks? Do you have charisma? Are you able to just look at a woman and beckon her over? And with number five, maybe the most important part of being a mogger is, are you a Sigma? Now, yes, I've already made a video about the most Sigma UFC fighters, and it will bleed in a little bit, but it's a completely separate thing. You have to be a Sigma to be a mogger, but just because you're a Sigma does not mean you're a mogger. Now that we have the criteria, and let's start off with the first and the biggest mogger in the UFC, Alex Pereira. I don't even need to explain this one because it explains itself. Alex Pereira is the best mewer in UFC history. He is on a constant mewing streak. People go, oh, stone face, oh, he doesn't ever smile. Because to smile, you have to stop mewing. Coincidence that Alex Pereira has one of the strongest jawlines in the UFC, and he's one of the biggest Sigmas in the UFC. Next up, with one of the most Chad UFC fighters, one of the most base UFC fighters, Dricus Du Plessis. Now, the thing about Dricus Du Plessis is he's a Sigma, he's a Chad, he's a mogger, okay? He's everything under the fucking umbrella, okay? He is the alpha male of the group. Absolutely mogged MMA guru who's like 5 inches taller than him. Look at the pictures that MMA Guru was posting. Every single one of them, he looks so insecure, trying to flex, trying to make himself look big, trying to make himself not look fat. And Dricus Du Plessis, just being an absolute Sigma, just standing there, just talking to him, right? We all know Dricus Du Plessis looks max. We all know he has unspoken Riz with his male coaches. And like I said, he's a Sigma, he's a Giga Chad. He has to be a mogger. Next up, a very unexpected person on this list, and I had to think about this a little bit, but as soon as I saw him, I went, this man is a mogger. Merab Dvalishvili. Now, I know I'm gonna get all these crybaby beta gamma males in the comments. Merab is boring. Yeah. Hey, yeah. He's boring as fuck, and he doesn't give a shit. He's just gonna hold on to you for 25 minutes. He literally mogged Petr Yan. He literally mogged Petr Yan for 25 minutes. Literally just didn't do anything. Just held on to him. Didn't let Petr Yan do anything. He absolutely alphas Aljamain Sterling. He owns Aljamain Sterling. He said it in one of his post-fight interviews that they know who the real champ is because of what happens in the training room. And the best part about it is, he doesn't even looks max. He's a freak. He's a goblin. And somehow he has an insane amount of unspoken Riz. Rizzed up Nina Drama. Rizzes up plenty of girls. Rizzed up the village girls who might be his sisters. Who knows? But with that, I think we should get on to the next mogger. Speaking of rizzing up Nina Drama, Sean Strickland. Now, when I talk about Riz in the UFC, every time I talk about it, the first person that pops in my head is Sean Strickland. Every single interview he has with Helen Yee and with Nina Drama, he absolutely rizzes them up. He will just be talking and doing ugly, gross man stuff, and they will just give him this look. Just this insane look of, I want his babies, I want to be fertile with his sperm. And not only that, but something that just happened a couple days ago, he literally mogged Sneeko. Little baby streamer Sneeko, who tried to like say hi to him at Power Slap, where Sean Strickland immediately was like, yeah, you're gay and you're a pussy. Tried to spar Sean Strickland and thought it would go anything but horrible. Sean Strickland was literally laughing in his face and playing with Sneeko for 4 minutes straight in the ring, and as soon as it hit 30 seconds left, he just started unloading punches on him, and guess what? They threw in the towel for Sneeko, and he just kept on going, dude! That is an absolute mogging. He is an A-mog. The only thing I have that isn't good for him is that he does not mew. I don't think he ever mews, but you know who does mew? Our next contender on this list, Drew the Big Lion Dober. What else do you want me to say about Drew Dober? He's an absolute A-mog. He's literally racist. He wins only against black people. He almost won against Renato Moicano, who's like Brazilian white, so I think it really is a thing purely based off skin color. And he's the best looks maxer in the UFC. And lastly, with our final mogger, I think maybe the best up-and-coming mogger in the UFC and the future featherweight champion, Ilia Topuria. Ilia Topuria has literally been such a fucking sigma male lately. He's putting out a documentary talking about his success and how he became champion before he's even fought for the belt. Need I even mention he wears fucking turtlenecks, literally a sigma male, A-mog. The only reason he's not higher up on this list is because it's not very public information that he looks maxes or mews or anything like that, but he's a sigma, he has drunken stupor Riz, and he is an absolute A-mog. He's gonna beat the bricks off of Volkanovski, Lucas Tracy, you little gamma male. But I guess that's all of them. I don't have any honorable mentions for this because I think it would be very disingenuous to have any honorable mentions, because that's the whole point of mogging, is there are no honorable mentions. It's just the top, okay? Thank you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down below. They wouldn't let me make honorable mentions. If you're still here right now, I don't have any time. They know what I'm doing. They can see me almost all the time. They're telling me what to do. You guys know that they're telling me what to do. I'm trying my hardest. Shit. Fuck.
Hey, Young Lean?
We all got a medication.
Are you Young Lean?
What?
Are you Young Lean?
No, I'm Barry Dillon.